Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. It's good to see you. What's that? Where have I been? For about a year? You know. Busy. Been busy. It's been a year since... Well, a year? I don't know, I'm going to check that. I'm going to check that since when the last upload was. Because I know it was December 2017. Let's see, it's when fake plants grow. Last update date was this one. What? That was fucking get out of the way. 21st of December 2017. It's been more than a year. More than enough time to do another episode. Yeah, a lot's changed in this year. I won't get into it now, I'll probably get into it later. But, yeah, a lot's changed. If you don't know what When Fake Plants Grow is, and I've just stumbled on it, or you're back listening, then welcome all. It's a Colchester-based podcast with your host, me, and special guest, me, and featuring me. My previous co-host, Alex. He's gone to university in Brighton, so he won't be a co-host anymore, but he'll probably be a featuring guest in the future. Most probably. Before I get into it, I'm going to give a quick shout out to my good friend Patrick Oren. Patrick Oren, he's got an Instagram page called Hot Off the Press Illustrations. He's using the handle Hot P Illustrations. He's an independent starting out illustrator, artist and graphic designer. He's also got good fashion sense too. Rustic is what I'd call his fashion sense, but he pulls off pretty good. He's a friend and previous colleague, and he's done some pretty incredible artwork. He did me a album cover of the Demon Days album by Gorillaz, and I put it up there with my other musical artist posters. I've got Billy Joel and ELO. ELO meaning Electric Light Orchestra. You probably should have known that. Yeah, check him out. He's got some pretty he's got some really cool artwork, and I haven't seen him in a bit, but yeah, go check him out. Oh, sorry. That's the glass desk that I'm back on. That's making that noise. The glass desk. Impractical is a good word for it. Very impractical to have a glass desk. You know, nice kitchen counter you got. Thanks, it's made out of leather. The sink's made out of cardboard. Looks cool, right? No? Looks cool. Nice carpet. Is that made out of AstroTurf? Yeah. Yeah, we're back. So what's happened in the year? Quite a bit, you know. What was it? Alex mentioned on the podcast that he started out at Smith's Bar. I took over his job at Smith's Bar when he went to university. I'm going to university in September. And we've been working, making money. Making that good money. Saving is probably the correct term for it. But yeah, I mean, Christmas, we were going to make an episode 4 around January time for a Happy Christmas and New Year one. So you know what? It's a year later. Let's do episode 4 in January and do that. So I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a great New Year in 2018. And now it's 2019. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you got everything you wanted. I didn't. I got some pretty cool stuff. This Christmas, I got a 12 beers of Christmas. Like it's like a crate, it's like a box. By what's it called, Brewdog, and that was pretty cool. I haven't opened up any of them. I might open some of them up on the next episode to taste them. They've got cool names as well. I think it's got the classic flavors like punk IPA and tangerine, clockwork, whatever. I forgot what one's called. They got weird names. They got cool names, but they're weird names and they're stupid to remember. I'm not a big fan of bitters too much, but it's like Southworld bit. How is that spelt? That's a thing. How is that spelt? Because I said it at work and I looked at the bottle. I'm gonna check it. Yeah, what's wrong with putting an R in there to make sense? What's wrong with making sense? South Wold. It's Wold. It's right. So spell it how it sounds, right? Oh yeah, totally. SOUTHWOLD. Sorry, what that bit at the end? Are you trying to spell world? Yeah, totally. WOLD. That R, man. Why did they put an R in it? Why do I need to laugh at that? People talk about my fake laugh, especially at work. And I always tell them the same thing, think about it. If you hear my fake laugh all the time, think about it. It's because you're not funny. Funny that, isn't it? Because you're not funny. Sorry about my nose. I've had like the same cold for about about a month now. I've had the same cold. My throat is croaky. My nose is runny. My ears stuffy. But my sense of humour is funny. I had a list of things I wanted to talk about today, but I can't really be bothered to talk about them. Like, I was just gonna go with it and see what happened, because it's been a year and it's not I've been planning this for a year. I got the new microphone. You could probably hear the difference, because before we were being very B-Tech and using the built-in microphone on the MacBook to record. So now I got this brand new Marantz professional microphone, and it's pretty good. Assembled it today. Really practical on the impractical desk. So you can hear me slap my lips if I ever eat, or you can hear me, drink in high definition. It's cool. Oh man, what was it? I saw this thing today on Twitter. I hate Twitter, but I love it. It was this. It was from this page called Not Buying It. At Not Buying It. And this is what I read. Stop the sexism, Poundland. Booby and booty marshmallows with sexualized imagery sold on children's aisle, urging shoppers to squeeze when a third of women are squeezed against their will. No male body parts to grope, of course. Complain. So basically they're marshmallows. It's a packet of marshmallows. and they're shaped like buttocks. I mean, namely a female's buttocks. I saw it today, and I just thought it was funny. It's so funny, but apparently it's not funny as well. To a lot of, there's probably liberals, man. I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look at what people have been saying about it on Twitter. Oh my god, that is appalling. The sexualization of and objectification of women, even in marshmallow form, and that's pornified illustration. Dear Lord at Poundland, it's still 1972 in your stores if this is an absolute disgrace. You know, I can see where they're coming from. But nobody's complaining. This is actually what everybody's been talking about on Twitter. We don't complain. Well, I'm not saying men don't complain when women have the dick straws. You know? I see them all the time. Especially at hen parties. They love that shit. They eat that shit up. They buy all the penis straws and take them out with them. Like, oh my god, I got a paper straw. Let me put a dick straw in my drink. Is that Southern Comfort lemonade? Put a dick in it. Can I have a vodka tonic? Put a dick in it. Talk about dicks. Alright, 11 minutes in and I'm talking about dicks. Yeah, man, this is the most professional podcast out there. I mean, Twitter's annoying. I mean, people with Twitter or Instagram even, I've got both. I've got both Twitter and Instagram. So I'm kind of adding to the argument. But in the sense that, like, you see their bios. You see their bios and it's... Oh. Okay, real professional. I should have put that on silent. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm going to keep that in. Just to show you how unprofessional this fucking podcast is. Give a fuck. Yeah, anyway. So, like, people with long Instagram bios. Why? You know? They expect us to have, like, a gun to our head when we read them. Bye. I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have a look at some people's... like, people with long Instagram bios. They crack me up, though. The bios are funny. Let's get up Instagram. We have Instagram on my laptop, which nobody does. But I will for the sake of the podcast. I don't know. Let me see. I need to find, like, a long one. Probably one that I'm not friends with. But, whatever. I'm going to find somebody I'm fucking friends with. You can find out who you are. I don't care. I don't care. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, wait, here's one. One with a quote. They're always great, Instagram bios with a quote. To live a creative life we must lose, spell L-O-O-S-E, we must loose our fear of being wrong. And that quote was by Joseph Pierce, not the Instagram page. That's he actually put the name of the guy at the end. Yeah, it's actually quite ironic in itself, isn't it? That is really ironic in itself. To live a creative life, we must loose our fear of being wrong. I mean, I guess he's not afraid about spelling errors. That's pretty cool. Wish I was him. Let's see if we can find anybody else. Come on. I swear whenever you, like, actually get into it, you stumble across Instagram and you say, I'm going to find this person, and you just can't. Like, you can't even remember the name of something you're trying to think of as well. It's pretty stupid. You see, now I'm just going on people's Instagram, and they've got, like, short ass bios. Here we are. This person should have a long bio. They don't. You know when you see a person and think they must have a long Instagram bio, and they don't. That's embarrassing. I've really bad expectations of that person. I really am a senile. I am a senile. I mean, like, I could be talking to you and you can find out halfway through a conversation that I'm a senile. I mean, it's not that. It's like when I'm having a conversation with somebody. If you really look at me, if you really look into my eyes, you could probably find out that I'm not interested. I'm probably destined to be seen. I'm finding out myself, more and more these days. I get stuck in conversations I just don't want to have. And this is not even with random customers. These are with my friends. I'm halfway through a conversation and just want to end it. I just want to end it. And they're usually talking about themselves, and they want me to, obviously say something to show that I'm listening. But my brain is telling me 2 out of 10. This conversation is 2 out of 10, and it's my fault because I got myself into it, which makes me angrier. And I don't want to talk for that long these days. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, some of you are probably thinking, oh, well, you do a podcast, isn't that essentially what you're talking about? Making people listen to you, as for as long as fucking time. And to that I say, yeah. But the difference is, I'm having the conversation with myself. It's the biggest middle finger. It's the biggest fuck you to me to have a conversation with myself and to have you listen to it, which is near enough the same conversation I'm having with these people these days. They don't need me for this conversation. Oh my god, dude. This old guy came into the bar and he's a regular. Apparently he comes in quite a lot. And this guy, he was talking to me for like 2.5 hours. Came when lunch service ended and stayed there until I finished my shift. And just talking to me about the most useless shit. I mean, like, he was talking about himself for 2 hours. Basically, he was bragging about himself for 2 hours. He was making this shit up. He was like, he said first off he was a writer, like a global renowned writer. He was like, I've written some stuff and it's not just here. This is in Australia and America. Am I bragging about it? No. Yes! Yes, you are. You cannot say that and then say at the end, but I'm not bragging. That's like me fucking hoovering my room and somebody walks into me, what are you doing? I'm not hoovering. Fucking doing the dishes. Hey Tom, what are you doing? Watching telly. It's not true. It's you fucking... Anyway, first off, he said he was a writer. Next thing he said, he was an arresting officer in London, undercover, of course. Undercover. And then, what was the other one? He said he was a sales rep for 10 years. And then he said, this is the one that got me. He said he died and came back to life. Not once, but twice. If you're gonna make it believable, then don't just add I mean, if you say he died and came back to life, sure, that's me being skeptical. Oh yeah, I died twice. No way. Nuh-uh. This wasn't in the same sitting as well. It was like two separate events, but he died twice. Nah. Sorry, no. And then one of my friends came in, and she was just talking about her job in Ipswich, and then he started on her, started talking to her about all this stuff. And his cat. I mean, apparently this guy's a millionaire. And I probably don't judge. I probably don't judge that. I think he might be a millionaire. Because first thing he was talking about was how much money he had. And it was so funny. It was so funny. For a guy with so much money, getting him to pay for a drink was actually a challenge. You know, like the transaction wasn't like, but when he did do it, he was like, how much is it? I'll be like, whatever it is, fucking £7.30, and he'd give me a tenner, and I'd be like, oh cheers, and then he say something like, oh it's okay, money's not. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about money. Here you go, here's a tenner. But he takes the change every time. At least, if you have that much money, at least contribute to the tip jar. Don't be a dick. But yeah, he was, didn't catch his name. He apparently had a brain injury where a bunch of guys beat him up and it cracked his skull, and he was in a coma for 5 months. And I felt sorry for him on that part. I said, I'm really sorry to hear that. It's good to see you up and, living life now. And he was like, yeah, totally. But he wouldn't stop it. And he wouldn't stop going on about it. And he talked about people. He's like, people don't understand how you have that kind of brain injury. And he was acting out scenarios, like, in front of me of people who have chatted to him. And he's like, oh, have you fallen down? They're like, yeah, you've just had a bump on your head. And then he'd say, oh yeah, have you been in a coma? And then they would say, no. And then he would say, oh yeah, try coma for 5 months, people. And then they'd be like, wow, this guy, Jesus, this guy. When you're doing an impression of somebody, a hypothetical impression of somebody, and you say, this guy in coordination with yourself, and you're telling me you're not bragging? Oh, sorry, I just burped. I burped at the whole situation. I see. We're talking as if I give a shit about what you're talking about. No, I wasn't. I really couldn't care less about all these things he said. He had a briefcase full of, like, memorabilia about himself. There was a book with a poem he wrote in it. There was his badge from his days as an arresting officer. There was a letter from Dame Judi Dench to himself saying how great his work is, and he's obviously like, famous people think my work is great. Do I brag? No. Am I a humble guy? Yes. Hello. We're not having the same conversation right now. He was a character. I'm gonna say that he was a character because I'm never gonna meet someone as full of themselves as him, ever. I don't think. I mean, I'm pretty big-headed, but I'm not taking round a briefcase of memorabilia about myself. He had checks in there as well for like certain amount of money. I think that was the first thing he said when he came to the bar. He said, I've recently come into a lot of money. And I was like, oh, congratulations, sir. And he say, "Oh yeah, and it's not your your lottery like 11 grand. It is 100. No, it was £80,000." Looked me dead in the eye when he said that, and I was like, well, congratulations. And from a bartender's point of view, this probably sounds really bad. As soon as he said that, I'm thinking how many drinks I can squeeze out of this guy. He's a small guy, looks like he likes his whiskey. We got some high-end whiskey, £15 a shot. I'm going to upsell the shit out of that to this guy. If he recently came to some money, £15 isn't going to mean nothing to him. Doesn't make a dent. It don't deal damage to the bank account, you know? And he did. He went on to the whiskies. He had a Merlot to start out with, and then he moved on to whiskies. And then the next day, I was chatting to my boss about it. I said, "Oh yeah, this guy came in yesterday, who's a chatterbox," and my boss immediately knew. He immediately knew who it was. And he said, "Yeah, he carries around a briefcase with like checks and letters and stuff. Had a brain injury to the head. Talks about his money all the time. Talks about his writer. Died twice. Drinks Merlot. Moves to whiskey. Talks to everybody. Brags. You know, my boss basically recited his CV and was right about everything." And I was like, "Yeah, that's the guy." And he was like, "Can't fucking stand him." Yeah, he was a character. He was a character. I do this thing where on Instagram, if I see something I want to talk about in the podcast, I'll save it and then go back on it so I can talk about it. So I'm going to go up to my saved bits. And what's this? Oh, my friend Alex sent me something on Instagram. What is this? I should probably give some context before I start playing videos of dogs farting. So it says, when the dog farts and the smell makes you barf and your cat.
What the hell?
Oh, and and the cat throws up. That's actually quite funny. That's really funny, actually. Man, dogs farting is funny. That's never gonna not be funny, you know? It's disgusting because their farts stink, but it's never not gonna be funny. You know? Where is it? Oh yeah, save that. It was just, what is this new fashion phenomenon with people they wear like chains around their necks and then put a padlock on it. This guy's got a padlock and the key all around his neck. Hey, the key's not supposed to be that close to the padlock, you know? Never. Unless you're opening it. Like, is it just there in case he loses it and can't take it off? I can imagine it. I can imagine him not taking it off. Where's the key? Where's the key? Mum! What? Can't find the key to my padlock. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Because there was this video on YouTube of this guy in, like, I don't know, Buenos Aires or something. Oh, no, it was Milan. It was Milan. Two very different places. And he, like, recorded these kids, and it wasn't a challenge. He was, like, asking them to say how much their outfit costed. Like, that's including the socks, the bag, the watch, the jewellery, the shirts, all the jumpers, all the coats or something. The belt. And they're all wearing like Gucci clothing, and their outfits were coming up to like $1,000 and a bit for shit that looked awful. But they all most of them, especially in the UK, in London, a lot of them had these chains and padlocks around their necks. And I saw that and I was like, whoa, like, I've never seen that before. That's weird. Pretty weird. And then, I think a couple of days after that, sec. Mm. Just a couple of days after that, I saw a girl wearing one of these padlocks and chains. I mean, yeah, sure, you don't have to pay for it. You just go into your shed, get yourself a chain, get yourself a padlock, and a key. I assume they usually come with keys. And put it around your neck. I don't see that as fashion. But hey, I mean, DIY fashion for me back in the day was probably wearing a string around the wrist. And that's about it. You know? At least they're thinking outside the box. What else? What I was going to look at? Got more things saved on it. Oh yeah. Vegan community. This is a page that I've been following for a while now. Not because I'm a vegan, just because I think what they post is ironically funny. Vegan community. They posted this, like, this fucking. They try to do memes. They try to meme themselves, and it's fucking stupid. Here's one. Me. Eating meat is unhealthy. Them. You just did 3 lines of coke. Me. Picture of a guy pointing his finger and looking surprised. You got me there. Ha ha! Aha! Oh, that made me have a funny. Vegan community joins. The largest community of vegans from all over the world. Inspiration. Guide. Recipes, tips, inquiries. Hashtag vegan community. They post all these fucking memes, man, and they're not funny. What's this? This is a recent one. There's a picture of like Winnie the Pooh with Mrs. Piggy or whatever her name is. They put me in a cage and drained my bile. Piggy says, oh, they put me in a cage, kill me and eat my skin. And Winnie says, humans, ... And Piggy says, finishes the sentence, are the devil. Their caption, if the truth hurts, then change it. You can't take Winnie the Pooh and make it that fucking senile. And I was just talking about how I'm senile. They're fucking senile. Senile as fuck. What the hell? What else? Let's have a look. Boy, talk dirty to me. Me. The ocean is filled with plastic and sewage, and the coral reef will be dead in 7 years because of the filth. And their caption is, let's move then and start getting all this dirt away. You know what? You do it. You start. Let's make a move. Hey, let's see you do something first, apart from posting memes on your page. There's a classic one. Double tap if you don't eat animals. That's a classic one. I'm not against veganism at all. I tried it for about a month. I did pretty well, but then I was like, I like meat too much. Even though chicken was like the blandest meat, I miss chicken. I miss beef. I love pulled pork so much. It's incredible how much I like it. Let's see. I'll probably save some more. Oh, Speaking of which, I saved this video. I don't know what everybody else thinks who's listening to this, but it's this guy on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he's got this guy who basically debunks veganism and how they dislike our killing of animals as carnivores. But anyway, I'll play the audio and do a rebuttal. 1 sec. Let me get up. Here we are.
Really want to kill the most things, be a vegan. Because the farmers who protect your beans kill everything. I kill one animal per arrow. In order to grow tofu, you have to kill every ground squirrel, every vole, every shrew, every snake, every turtle, every frog, every bird, every rabbit, anything that gets in that bean field, I'm either going to plow and dismember, which is why the crows and the seagulls follow the combines every year. And then if anything does survive my first slaughter, I'm going to come in with Monsanto and poison the shit out of everything so you can have a tofu salad and not be responsible for any death. Fuck you.
That's a really good point, and it's
Hello?
a point that a lot of people ignore.
And avoid because it's uncomfortable. And you shouldn't be...
You get the gist. But yeah, I think that was a very good point. And it's just something to think about, when he talks about because you have to do that. You have to maintain a field when you are growing any kind of plant-based food like beans. Yeah, little thinker for you. I remember when I tried to be vegan. Lasted about, must have been 2 weeks, maybe 3. I don't know if I said a month back there, but I lied. Yeah, it was about 2 weeks. I couldn't hack it. And I've got pretty good self-discipline when it comes to food. But I just couldn't hack it, I mean, I was eating the same things and I was trying out new recipes. Man, I was not as cost effective by buying meat. Yeah, but I've got to find substitutions for everything, which is gonna cost me. So those substitutions tasted fucking awful. Me and Alex had this thing where we were sending each other these memes that vegan community are making, sending them to each other and talking about them. It's interesting because I've actually met a lot of vegans, and that sounds bad. I've met a lot of vegans because they're not like a subsection of humanity, but obviously it's their choice. But whenever I've met them, they've never not tried to get me onto being vegan. And I usually just fire back with stuff like, well, I like the taste of chicken. They're like, well, I think killing's wrong, you murderer. Well, here's one thing I love. Once you meet them, you can't eat them. Nah, I'm not bothered. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, it's not from the vegan community. This is from outside the vegan community. This is carnivores sending it to each other. It's like pictures of animals, and they're in snow. And it says, if they're cold, bring them inside and warm them up. And then it's just pictures of slabs of cooked meat. That's pretty cool. I've got a lot of pictures of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker saved. Man, I'm looking forward to that film. I'm really looking forward to that film. Joker. That's going to be fun, I think it's going to be fun. It's gonna be interesting too, because it's like it's an independent film, and it's dark. It's gonna be really dark. And Todd Phillips is directing, which is interesting. The guy who did the Hangover trilogy. I thought that was interesting, because he's a good director, don't get me wrong, but for him to do that, it wouldn't be your first choice director. But you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy for him. Happy he got the chance to do something like that. So I'm just scrolling from my phone. Man, liberals banging on about the minimum wage way too much. Oh, it's too low. Give us more. Give us more money. Turning into a musical. Give us more money. More money. It's convenient that they're now producing AI, artificial intelligence, like robots. They get them to. I mean, that's why. Like, I've met so many people on nights out. I was like, oh, what'd you do? And they're like, I sell clothes on the internet. Depop, Etsy. Oh, yeah. Vintage Adidas jumpers. Fila. Umbro. Puma. Oh, yeah, cool. That sounds very... Hemp. It's interrupting me. Hemp. Yeah, man, I drink tea a lot. I have tea stains on my teeth. And they're banging on there. It's like, get a real job. And they're like, no, because the minimum wage is way too low. Work more hours. That's what I do. I mean, I'm not on the minimum wage at the moment. But what I'm saying is that you can get jobs when you're not on minimum wage. It's not hard. And it's like the only way to connect with people is actually to get them on fucking social media. Instagram, Facebook. I think that's the only way you connect with people nowadays. Dude, I remember I met with one of my old colleagues, Lydia, and we met at Three Wise Monkeys. Because that's where I used to work. I used to work at Three Wise Monkeys. And I met with her after I left work at Smith's. And we were just chatting in the smokers area. Then this random guy came out. And he started sitting with us. And, oh wait, no. Actually, he was already there when I came. He was already there talking to Lydia when I joined. And I sat down and I was like, who are you? He's your friend, Lydia. And the dude he looked like, I don't know, he looked intimidated to start off with. But he was a really strange guy. Really strange guy. He was talking to us about how he was single. And he had been single for a very long time. And how he was like talking about how he wanted to talk to girls and he wanted to, like, his game, how to make it. Oh yeah, my talking game's not very strong. And I was talking to him, man. I was like, you just gotta be confident in yourself, man. You just gotta back yourself. You know, never not think. Oh no, when you're talking to someone, just think I'm an interesting guy. Not to the extent of that old guy from Smith's who's like carrying around checks. Yeah, don't be like that. Don't go up to a guy and say, I've died twice. Sleep with me. I've got so much money. Sleep with me. Yeah, I've seen angels. Sleep with me. Don't be like that, no. But, yeah, and then when he left, I was like, oh, what's your name? And blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't that. He was like, he didn't care about if we knew his name. He just wanted us to add him on Instagram. And I didn't have 4G at the time, which was a lie. I told him, I haven't got 4G. Sorry, man, I can't add you. Because I didn't want to add him. So I didn't. I couldn't be fucked. Could not be fucked. But he added me. He was like, "Oh, that's okay. I'll add you, and then you can add me back." And I was like, "Ah, all right then. Yeah, cool. Why not? Yeah." At washed up celebrity guy. Guy? I think I just said that. Hey, guy. And then he left. Haven't seen him since. He hasn't. And I think I put on his Instagram page like a week ago, and he didn't post anything. It's like, why have it? Oh, man. Instagram's fucking. I mean, it really has taken over Facebook. It's like, it's so much more than Facebook. Now, anyway. I'm doing the Smith's Bar Instagram page at Smith's Wine Bar. I think. Well, actually, let me get it up because that way everyone can fucking follow it in that. Yeah, I'm doing the Instagram page for Smith's Bar, the place I work at. Here we are. Smith's Wine Bar. It's at Smith's_bar_Colchester. Yeah. So me and a colleague of mine, we do the social media for Smith's Wine Bar, so we do the Colchester and Instagram. And it's going pretty well. You can go follow that if you like. But I mean, it's just always. Usually, my friends just picture posts of themselves at like clubs and stuff, like girls and Instagram and clubs. Jesus, they always do the last night post because they take a picture, get fucking drunk, see the pictures the next day, and throw them out there. Last night with my chicks. Last night with my gals. Last night with my family. I'm not hating on it, it's just what they do. I mean, guys, some guys, like, there'll be a group of guys, and they'll just go to a club just for pictures. Because sometimes they take pictures and they haven't even got drinks in their hands. Usually they do, but when they don't, that's when it's a bit spooky. It's like huddled together like March of the fucking Penguins. They group together like, winter's coming and they need to get warm and they get so many pictures of themselves. But I tell you what is worse, it's when they're like, they get like Attic or Walkabout. These are clubs in Colchester. Or Attic and Walkabout's like a sports bar. Mainly Walkabout. I've said Walkabout too many times in that sentence. They like hire these fucking. They're not even like D-list celebrities. These are Z-list celebrities they're getting. That's not even on the alphabet anymore. These are just listed, unlisted these are blacklisted celebrities. So I was in Walkabout must have been about 2 years ago. I was with Alex and my friend Lewis, and I think my ex was there at the time. And we were there. No, actually, with one of my other friends, Sophia. And there was a guy there. He had a whole booth, and there was dividers and a queue of all these girls going up to take pictures with him. A queue. Inside the club. I get the fact you have a queue outside the club to get in, but a queue inside the club. And I think there were bouncers there. Like, they hired extra bouncers for this guy. And you look at the faces of these bouncers, they don't know who he is. And the guy's called Callum Best. And I was talking about the bar, I think, 2 days ago, after work. I was talking about the whole thing with Callum Best, and I was like, who is Callum Best? And then one of them says, probably George Best's son. Looked it up on the internet. George Best's son. George Best's son. Before I have a fucking autistic lisp. And it was George Best's son. That's not... If it was George Best, I get it. I totally get it. I'm not a football fan, but even I take a picture with George Best and throw it out there just to be like, hey, don't have football, but do you have a picture with George Best? Fuck you. Biggest middle finger. Fuck you. But it's his son. I'm sure he was a good-looking guy, which is why all these guys were lining up to fucking take pictures of them. But when your son, like, leeches on your fame, I never want to be that famous. If I ever get... I'm never going to be famous. I'm never going to be famous. I know that. Fucking... I'd just get too pissed off if I was famous. But yeah, if I was famous... I don't know if I would want to be that famous when my son is semi-famous just because my fucking sperm. You're that famous, your sperm's famous. Your offspring are famous. Because you're famous. I mean, it happens sometimes. You see on, like, they fucking send out pictures on their page and be like, we hired Callum Best as a guest to walk about. Come take a picture with him. And it's usually like fucking... I think they try to word it sometimes as well. If you're lucky. Like, if you're lucky, he'll sleep with you. If you're lucky, he'll buy you a drink, get you drunk, and sleep with you. Imagine if I got that drunk with him that he slept with me. And I go up to all my mates, man, yo, Callum Best. I slept with Callum Best. And now, who the fuck is he? Go up to all my girl mates, man, I slept with Callum Best. And then, oh my fucking god. Lucky bastard. Yeah, that's on Instagram. You know, you just go fucking... You just scroll and you see all the subsections of Instagram, man. Like... Another thing on Instagram is actors working out. That's like, you know, like Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, fucking Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg. I think the craziest one out of all of them is Hugh Jackman. Not anymore after he did The Greatest Showman. Now he's just sort of like, he kind of looks like a dad now. And I don't mean that as an, daddy. I mean, he looks like a dad. He looks like a father. He is a father. But yeah, actors and working out. It's crazy, man. Hugh Jackman's mental. He's crazy. Mark Wahlberg, he's crazy too, though. He's like... You see his Instagram post. I've been up since 4 a.m. I've been up since 4 a.m. I don't do a great Mark Wahlberg, but... Been up since 4 a.m. No sugar, no water, no carbs. No sugar. No water, no carbs. It starts talking about shit that doesn't matter. No emails, no posts. No shows to catch up on. I've been training for 80 years. Been training for 80 years. I never stop. I stopped having empty carbs when I was 3. Again, you drink. My next rest day is 2022, July 13th. That's my next rest day. Fucking, till then, it's gravel and wood. I eat gravel and wood for breakfast. Think he's joking. Here's a picture of my bowl of gravel and wood. I don't drink milk, so I have it with lake water. I make myself laugh sometimes. Yeah. I don't have time for people who go to like the comments. You see, I think it's usually like the most famous person. You'll see the comment of their reply to somebody's post who is also famous. That's fun. But if it's that, I don't see the point of people commenting on people's Instagram posts. It's not like Facebook, is it? It's not like Facebook. I mean, YouTube comments. That's the funny thing. Like, I wonder if you're the guy who leaves comments on YouTube. I wonder who that guy is. Or even the guy who replies to those comments. You know, take it even further. The guy who likes a comment on YouTube, Who is that guy? I want to meet him. What kind of fucking life do you have to have when you're looking at the comments of YouTube, see one and like it? No, it's not even liking. Thumbs up. On YouTube, you left a funny comment and thumbs up. And it comes up, washed up celebrity gave a thumbs up to your comment on Jake Paul's video. You get emails about it as well, innit? You get emails. No, that's the thing that's been going around. Everybody's been sharing that 81 years till the year 3000 post. Everybody's been talking about that. I actually think one of my mates Snapchatted me and said that, it's 81 years till the year 3000. Yeah, give a fuck. That's maths. Oh yeah, that's how time works. Well fucking done. Did you know it was 181 years till the year 4000 as well? Well done. Yeah? Oh, that song by Busted, the year 3000? Am I supposed to remember that song for 81 years until it's the year 3000? Until I'm probably dead by that time anyway. And you know what? You're probably dead. You're probably dead as well. You're probably deader than me. Deader than me. Who is going to remember that song for 81 years? I mean, yeah, I remember it now. I'm 20. But 81 years? 100... man, 81. So I'm 20 now. 101... I was born in 98, so 100... Fucking hell. I don't want to stay here for that long. I definitely do not want to stay here for that long. I don't. Nobody's going to remember the year 3000. Nobody... When it hits fucking 12 o'clock, New Year's Eve, 2099... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Fucking... Actually... Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Wait, 81 years till the year 3000. Oh! Oh, I just got it. I think I just got it. Oh, they're fucking dumb. You know what? I think I'm dumb enough for not realising it, but that's wrong. Because it's not 81 years till the year 3000. Ah. I think, I'm the dumb one there for not realising that. It's 81 years till the year 2100. Fuck. Fuck, I'm dumb as hell, man. I am dumb as hell. Oh, well. I am dumb. I'll fucking admit it. Dude, I'm dumb as hell at work. I'm dumb as hell. I'm good at my job. I'm good at being a bartender. I can serve drinks and know a lot of cocktails. I love making cocktails. I love doing maths in my head when I fucking give money in the till. I love making the cocktails, make them look cool. I like it. But I'm fucking dumb. You know? I applied to university. Luckily, it's drama and creative writing. It's not like applied sciences or like biochemical science. Because I'm too fucking dumb for that. No way. No way. It's interesting doing this solo. They're doing this podcast solo. I mean, fuck that noise. I'm the most interesting guy I know. You know? Legit. I swear. Most days, I'm the only guy that makes sense. Ever. Ever. I'm so interesting. I can hear next door's fucking wind chimes. If you have wind chimes, I immediately don't like you. If you have wind chimes, I immediately don't like you. Wanna know why? Gee, I really wanna know when the wind is blowing. And let's let everyone fucking know in the neighbourhood. Also, I've known people to have wind chimes inside their house. I kind of get that one because it's like, oh, there's a draft. Don't know what. Well, you don't even know if there's a draft. You just hear it. Hear the draft. I can hear a draft. I don't know why, but that sentence fucking. That sentence sounds Australian to me. Fuck, I feel you have to be Australian to say that. Oh, I can hear a draft. Aye? Oh my god, I can hear a draft. Fucking Hugh Jackman, when he's up at like fucking 2 in the morning, not having any carbs for about 1,000 years. Fucking, next time I'm gonna have some empty corpses in the year 3081 years. Oh, wait a minute, I'm a fucking dingo. Oh, Jesus. That was probably way too loud, sorry about that. This new mic is really powerful, so I should keep it down. But anyway, yeah, why do you need to have wind chimes inside your house? Fucking hear a draft. And it's usually like fucking spiritual people who have that. They spiritual people with these wind chimes inside their houses. Probably vegans. I mean, vegans, they don't kill animals, but they definitely fucking kill vibes, I'll tell you that. They kill so many vibes. Eat a bag of dicks. Oh, dude. I sometimes screenshot as well, things I want to talk about, but dude, this is another thing. I don't know if anybody's seen this. Oh, man. There's this guy who was licking a doorbell for 3 hours in California. Someone's knocking at the door, someone's licking the bell. Dude, man, 3 hours. He looks like that footballer who bites people as well. What's his name? Oh, man. How can you do that for 3 hours? Your tongue must get so... He must be on drugs. Your tongue will get so, like, tense. Yeah, man, he's gotta be on drugs, man. That's weird. 3 hours. 3 hours, man. Yeah. Nah. That was a weird guy. What else have I screenshotted? Oh yeah, I saw this the other day. I don't know why I screenshot this. I didn't really care. But it was of It was this person who tweeted, "Who remembers 40-year-old Caroline Flack dating 17/18-year-old Harry Styles? Why is no one talking about this?" And then somebody replied saying, "No, it actually genuinely bothers me how no one talks about this because she met him when he was 16. She's a whole predator that took advantage of him for the time they were together, and everyone acted like it was absolutely nothing. It's so surreal." You know what? Fucking A. That is weird. You know? I mean, I find it weird when guys talk about Millie Bobby Brown and how hot she is. Dude, she's fucking 14, I think. How old is Millie Bobby Brown? She's such a good actress. Millie Bobby Brown. And I'd say, yeah, she's got great... I follow her on Instagram. She's got great fucking fashion sense. She's so cool. She's so cool. But, hot? Dude, she's a kid. She's a fucking kid. Yeah, she's 14. She was born in 2004. And you know what? I'm going to put into perspective for you. I'm going to put into some perspective for you. Great songs from 2004. Oh my god. Dude. So you think Millie Bobby Brown is hot, yeah? Think she's hot, yeah? Guess what song came out when she was born? This song. Yeah. You're a fucking predator, yeah. In the club. In the club with my homies. That fucking line's hilarious. But you get the gist. if you think Millie Bobby Brown is hot, the song "Yeah" by Usher came out when she was born. It's fucking true. Dude, it's one of these lyric videos. Anyway, I'm so glad I brought that up. So look at these lyrics. In the club with my homies, trying to get a little VI. Keep it down on the low key, because you know how it is. Oh my god. I imagine walking into the club with Usher, man. And like his friends like, hey man, you won't get on the dance floor? We want to get a drink and get on the dance floor. No, man. No, man. He's not Mexican. No, man. Trying to get a little VI. VI? Yo, man, what's up? I'm trying to get a little VI. Hey, man, what the hell is VI? Hey. Keep it down on the low key. What the fuck? I saw this shorty. She was checking up on me. This is back when lyrics made sense. This is actually back when lyrics made sense, and there was a bit of a story. Like, this is fucking anecdotal R&B. It's an anecdote. You could sum this up at a dinner party, man. Whoa, wait. From the game, she was spitting in my ear. You'd think that she knew me. Literally, this is so anecdotal. The next verse is from the game. She was spitting in my ear. You'd think she'd know me, so I decided to chill. Conversation got heavy, and she had me feeling like she's ready to blow. And the backup fucking singers go, "Watch out, watch out." I can imagine fucking imagine him explaining this to his backup singers, like. Oh yeah, you say this. You say "watch out" when I say she's ready to blow. No fucking New York. Hey man, when I say she's ready to blow, you say "watch out." Okay. Yeah, man, totally. I'll say "watch out." I wonder what that guy as well who went like, "Okay." You know, is that at the beginning when he goes "okay"? Yeah.
Peace up, A-Town down.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, dude, Lil Jon and Ludacris, fucking Ludacris. Is he the guy? He was the guy from Fast and Furious, wasn't he? Ludacris, Jesus. Fuck me. That Ludacris is doing not Ludacris, sorry, they're doing a spin-off for Fast and Furious now, aren't they? With Dwayne The Rock Johnson and again Jason Statham. I don't know why. Anyway, well, it's 2019. Fucking New Year's resolutions. Let's talk about that for a sec. What's your New Year's resolution? I tell you what mine is first, because you can't say anything, because it's just me talking. 2019, I'm going to start a cult, I think. I was thinking of starting a cult. Like a cool cult, not like a shady one. Like, I don't know why you guys are laughing. You're not fucking invited. I don't know why everybody laughs when I say that, and I tell them, you laughed, you're not invited. I remember I told my man Slick, I work with him at Smith's. His name's Nick, but we call him Slick. Because he's fucking slick, that's his nickname. He's been his nickname for like 5 years anyway. And he's the only guy, when I told him, he just looked at me like, yeah? I'm going to start a cult. Yeah? Cool. Why not? I want blind allegiance. Fuck all the negativity. That shit's awesome, man. Making a cult, that's awesome. Fuck all that negativity. Fuck that noise. It's not negative. I'm gonna start a cool cult where we fucking chill out. It's the cult of chill. You know? I want to be referred to as a dangerous man in the news. Like when people are talking about my cult, they're like, he is a dangerous man. I'm going to reinvent cults as well. We're not a cult. Fuck yeah, we are a cult. Oh yeah, we're not a cult. Fuck yeah, we're a cult. We are so a cult. Why not? I think I wanted to learn French as well, but I haven't started yet. But a cult, yeah. I bet there's a cult in Colchester. You know, there's probably a few. Like, I mean, the obvious handle would be the cult of Colchester. You know, if you haven't got that, then you've missed the mark, man. The cult of Colchester is definitely taken. That's got to be taken. All the other cults are like kicking themselves. They're like, oh, we didn't get a cult of Colchester. We didn't think of that. Christmas Day was fun. I got drunk. Off a bottle of Rioja. I had a bottle of Rioja to myself whilst watching Mindhunters. And dude, I loved it. The Rioja was so nice. It's fruity, smooth. However, I threw it all up. I got into bed. And it was just sitting in my stomach. Churning. Fermenting. Swiveling around, and I couldn't even sleep, man. I couldn't even roll over. I was like, it's wine. It's fucked me up. So I got up to go and, like, I don't know, have a glass of water or something. And as I got up, I was like, oh, it's gonna come now. Oh, wait a minute, it's coming now. Yeah. And yeah, I threw it up. It was and it all came out as well. It wasn't like bits. It was the entire. I'm pretty sure it was the entire bottle just came up. And good thing nobody paid for it. It was a gift from the bosses at work for Christmas. Because we worked Christmas Eve, so it's like either you take a crate of Peroni or a bottle of spirit. And I was like, you know what? I want a bottle of Rioja. So I took that. After we got all our Secret Santa gifts. My Secret Santa was cool. I got What People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. I think that's the name of the album. It's the first Arctic Monkeys album. Alex gave it to me because he came back for some shifts. Yeah. I got that anyway. So I took the bottle of Rioja, had that. Threw it up. And see ya. See ya. Yeah. It tasted really nice though, man. But just looking at it all coming up. I bet Usher doesn't have that problem. Usher definitely doesn't have that problem. You know? Usher can have a bottle of Rioja in the club with his homies. Wouldn't feel a fucking thing. You know? But I gave her a list, and I'm doing them in quarterly sections for like seasons. So January until the next like spring, I guess. So really, sorry I'm sniffing so much, by the way. It's just like this cold is just not leaving me. So I've got Arctic Monkeys. I've got Favorite Worst Nightmare and Tranquility Based Hotel and Casino. I love that album, man. Tranquility Based Hotel and Casino. Yeah, sure, it's a long name, but it's a good album. It's really cool. It took me a while to like it, but I really funk with it now. Really funk with it because it's like it's got cool 70s synthetic vibes, and in some of the songs he sounds like David Bowie. But yeah, man, I think it's a great album. If you haven't heard it already, check it out. You probably have and don't like it, but if you listen to it a little bit more, you might like it. What else? I got the Vaccines. I love the Vaccines. I think they're cool. I've got English Graffiti. What did you expect from the Vaccines and Combat Sports? Combat Sports, their new album. I wasn't a big fan of it, and I've listened to it quite a lot now, and I'm still not a huge fan of it. I do like some of the songs on there, like Rolling Stones and some other songs. I can't really remember them right now. What else? So I'm gonna sniff again. I should just blow my nose, but I just can't be arsed. You know when like people say blow your nose, and then you're like, I don't want to because it's just gonna make it more blocked. Because it does. It just makes it more blocked, and for me especially. That's why I don't do that. Anyway, Gorillaz. I got the Now, which is their new album. Okay. I might do that for the next episode, mate. The albums that made my 2018, 2019. For 2018, album of the year. I'll do it next time. I'll finalize it for next time. But for now, my album of the year for 2018 is the Now by Gorillaz. That album is amazing. It's amazing. Like, between that and the last album, what was the last album called? It was fucking shit. It was so fucking bad, man. Was it Humans? Let's have a look. Yeah, it was Humans. And oh man, there's only 2 songs in the album I like: Moments and Saturn's Bars. But dude, that album was trash. It was so many featured. I actually think I talked about it on the podcast a year ago. You know, it was trash, man. It was so fucking bad. But yeah, the Now. So refreshing, such a good album. Hats off to Damon Albarn and the other guy. I felt bad, but yeah, the other guy. I'll get his name for next time. And Demon Days, great album. She likes Mumford & Sons. I haven't listened to them in quite a long time since they did Wilder Minds. I can't remember what that was, but yeah, Wilder Minds came out in like 2015 or something. But yeah, I listened to their new album Delta. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's not great, but I think she'll like it. So I wrote that down. What else? I put The Last Shadow Puppets. Everything You've Come to Expect. That was their newest album, 2016. I put the album previous, The Edge of the Understatement. They've only done 2 albums, Last Shadow Puppets, but if you don't know who they are, Last Shadow Puppets is Alex Turner, the frontman for Arctic Monkeys. It's his second band, or duo, with Miles Kane, and they do some really fucking good music. Well, Foals, What Went Down. Yeah, that's a good album. Oh, I heard in the news that they're coming out with... Apparently coming out with 2 albums this year. Saw a tweet about that, because they released some video. I haven't seen it yet. But then I saw a tweet of something that said that expect more than 1 album this year from Foals. Which I was happy about, because they haven't done anything in ages. In ages, man. Speak properly. Oh my god. Have I caught a lisp? Have I caught autism? Alexandra Savia. There we are. Cured. Alexandra Savia. The Belladonna of Sadness. That's a great album. I don't know if this is about Alex Turner. Alex Turner, Up the Monkeys, Last Shadow Puppets, yada yada yada. Yorkshire/American now, I guess. He produced this album with her and did some of the instrumentals for the album, and it's really cool. It's very AM-esque, but it's cool. The Strokes. It's all harkening back to Arctic Monkeys, apparently. The Strokes, Alex Turner's favourite band. But he's older than me, but I probably liked him before him. The Strokes is the 2001, and Angles 2011 album. So there's 2 albums there. And Ian Brown, I haven't listened to Ian Brown in years, but I recently heard him again, and I got back into his music. So I got his 2 albums, The Greatest and My Way. Ian Brown's so cool, man. So cool. Oh, I even put singles and EPs on there. Because why not? I put down Riley Ritchie, Me, Myself and I, and Time in a Tree. They're 2 singles. They're really good, man. Riley Ritchie. He's really talented. He's the, I think that's his stage name. The real name is Anderson. I don't know. Jacob Anderson. That's his name. Yeah, he's like Childish Gambino. He's got like a pseudonym. So yeah, if you haven't heard them, check him out. A lot of people know about him now, though. Daniel Caesar, Japanese Denim. That's a great. I think that's a single or an EP, but that's great, man. Andrew Gold, Never Let Us Slip Away. Now that's like 1978, but it's a great EP. Great EP. Childish Gambino, Feels Like Summer. That was good. It came out with his summer pack. Wasn't a fan of the other song. I can't remember what it was. Wasn't a fan of that. So I left it. And I got Arctic Monkeys. I think that's the B-side. This is the B-side. They're both B-sides, actually. Anyways, that was the B-side for Tranquility. And then Too Much to Ask. The B-side to Favourite Worst Nightmare. And that's the list. And I thought it was a really good list. I still think it's a really good list. The list I just read out. You know what? You can have it too. You can listen to those songs too. If you like. Why not? It's free country. But yeah. It's a good list. You know what? I think I'm going to leave the podcast there. That's the 4th episode, folks. Thanks for joining. You know, next episode will probably come out next week. Might have a guest, don't know yet. Yeah. Thanks for sticking around this long. It hasn't been that long, but I've got work later, so I wanted to get this out the way before I get ready and everything. But yeah, thanks for sticking around listening to my shit. So as always, see you later. Catch you on the next one. Oops, I was just about to actually end it, but I just had a Snapchat from, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Got a Snapchat from my mate Freya earlier. It's because I took a Snapchat. I took a Snapchat last night. I was watching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It was on telly. We were watching that, and I was watching the bit where they find out that Barty Crouch Jr.'s son is a Death Eater. And I just thought it was hilarious, man. Here it is. Oh, I'd help if it's not silent. There we are. Oh my god. It's such a funny scene. I think the main point I was getting at, though, when I was talking to her, is that his father, Barty Crouch, come on, man, he's not British. That can't be British, because, you hear David Tennant as Barty Crouch Jr., and he's like, hello, father. Hello, father. He licks his lips. Hello, father. Imagine him standing in front of the mirror trying to think of what accent Barty Crouch Jr. must have. Yeah, he's definitely East London. Hello, father. Or it might be in the book. I don't know. Let's see. Barty Crouch. Barty Crouch. Barty Crouch. You can see if I find a clip of Barty Crouch. Give me the wretched name. Got like a video. I mean, it is a trial scene. Oh, get lost.
I have names, sir. There was a Rosia. Evan Rosia.
I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. You see, hear that accent. If that's all the witness had their waffle. Is he Scandinavian? Is he from Brussels? You know, like, you hear him. You hear him. And then his son's like, hello, father. He probably sent his son away. But yeah, I was talking about that with my friend Freya earlier, and I don't know why I told her. It's because I think I was just about to record, but then I forgot to have breakfast, so I did that. So I recorded it later on in the day, and I was getting ready, and then she sent me that, and it just made me laugh a little bit. But yeah, that was that's the end of the podcast. Wow, ending it about Harry Potter. That's fun. That's fun. That's what I got. We got that at Christmas. We got the Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit, and I'm not great at it, but I'm pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of Harry Potter. I do like it, but not a huge fan. I've read Deathly Hallows, and that's about it. What was it? Half-Blood Prince? I don't know. I can't remember, but I read one of the books because my dad forced me to. Wasn't a big fan. You know, you look at it now and you can take the piss out of it so easy. It's so easy to take the piss out of it, even though it's so renowned. Like when Dumbledore ceases the exam because of a troll. Putting that on your CV, trying to get a job at the fucking Department of Magic, or the Ministry of Magic, that's what it's called. Like, you're trying to get a job there. Oh, it's on your CV. Your CV says you don't have any qualifications for your first year at Hogwarts. Why is that? Oh, there was a troll. Yeah, and yeah, don't have an exam because of the emotional distress of having a troll in the dungeons. Actually, it wasn't just that, was it? I think it was Voldemort. Voldemort. Voldy. You know, Voldy. Tommy Riddle. Yeah, he, like, messed around a little, didn't he? Trying to get that Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone. I mean, in the US, they call it Sorcerer. I don't know what a philosopher is. The philosopher Galileo. Do they call him a sorcerer? The sorcerer Galileo. Because it's black magic. His theories of black magic. Gravity. Magic. I want to. That's a good actual question. What's the translations? I bet there's funny translations. So, funny Harry Potter translations. Because I know different countries have to word it differently. Translations. So they obviously have to word it differently because. Oh, here we are. 19 Harry Potter things that got lost in translation. And it's from Comedy Central, so it's gotta be good. Let's have a look. In Japanese version of the book, charms were translated as fairy magic. How about this? Fun facts of Harry Potter translations. Here we are. Fairy magic. In Turkish, charms became talismans. These aren't really funny, are they? Japanese Hagrid speaks with a Tohoku dialect instead of West Country accent. Alright. Oh. Alright. Okay. They attach like gifs or gifs. I don't. How do you pronounce that one? Gifs or gifs? They attach them to the numbered fucking list. Imagine a Japanese Hagrid. How do you do? Mine you do. Hogwarts do. I shouldn't have said that, do. It's funny Japanese people, they like put syllables everywhere. Nodaru, I should not have said that to you. No. Bakbikaru. There's a storm coming, Addy. Oh, dude, I'm so racist. This is racist. I need to stop. That's so racist. What's this? And the legend has it that the word they used for wand in the Japanese version was very close to walking stick. Many Japanese children were really surprised when the films came out and the characters were actually carrying tiny sticks in their hands. Oh, that's quite funny. That's quite funny. That's quite funny. The gift they attach to that is Harry with the wand in the first one. And it's like, that's such a fucking... That scene when he holds the wand and there's that wind that comes from fucking nowhere. And the light that suddenly shines on him from nowhere. And he's looking surprised at this, I mean, what he thinks is a stick. And it's the wind blow. I mean, it's obvious that they're just airbrushing it. You know? And they, like, have the music, like... The anagram for I am Voldemort in French is Tom... Tom Elvis Jeruso. That is... What? French Voldemort's middle name is Elvis. God, that's funny. Wow. That's funny. The same thing happens with Hogwarts and its houses. For example, Czech translation changes Hogwarts to Bread of Ice, and Gryffindor becomes Nevelvir. That's cool. Alright. It actually sounds better. Hogwarts, because it's supposed to be all British. Hogwarts, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Harry Potter, Ronald Weasley, Hermione, Hagrid, and Dumbledore. It's like they're supposed to be like funny, that they like roll off the tongue. Draco Malfoy. Give the hard D and the F to assert danger. The Italians got a little bit too... The Italians, I wonder what they did with it. The Italians got a little bit too enthusiastic whilst translating the books and took Dumbledore's name completely seriously, and they called him Prof. Salente. I don't get that. What do you mean completely serious? Professor Salente. Okay, why not? Okay. I don't get the thing there, but... Oh wow, fun fact, the Romanian translation of Harry Potter was initially done by a 16-year-old girl. That's quite funny. She translated Quidditch as whoosh catch. Whoosh catch. That's cool. I should probably end this episode because, you know, I'd said I'd end it, but it just doesn't want to end. I've just got so much to talk about. But that's why it's going to be weekly. The podcast's going to be weekly now, so expect one every week. I'm going to do them on my days off. Hopefully, I'm going to get in touch with my friend Ollie Chapman, who was on episode 2 last year. Going to get him back. Talk to him, how he's been see how he's been doing, catch up with him. See what's on his horizons. And yeah, expect him weekly now. Which, and it's not going to be like last time, you know. They always say that, don't they? It's not going to be like last time. I've changed. But yeah, that's the plan. Because after I apply for uni, I can just focus on this, promoting this, whilst doing the Instagram page for Smith's Bar. That's another thing. Check out Smith's Bar. Your boy's working there. Come if you're out on the weekend with your mates. Come to Smith's Bar. Check me out. You can buy me a drink. You know, I'll have a shot with you. And check out the podcast. Follow me at When Fake Plants Grow. Instagram and Facebook. I don't really use Facebook that much to do the social media. I usually just post something on Instagram and then send it over to Facebook. But whatever. Follow what you like. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. I'll check you later.